This time, we're in the Middle East.
Israel, here we are.
It's exciting to be in such an ancient culture, isn't it?
It is.
We've come to see the work of some of Israel's most interesting contemporary architects, who often take inspiration from the country's rich cultural and historical traditions, creating buildings that also have to deal with an extreme climate. From a stunning city house carved out of a hillside
To luxury living by the Mediterranean. This is one seriously glamorous boudoir.
as we hit the road seeking extraordinary homes in the Holy Land.
I want you, Piers Taylor, to give me a sermon on architecture. Convert me.
We're starting our journey just north of Tel Aviv, in Herzliya Pitsou. This is one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Israel, renowned for boutique hotels, restaurants, embassies, and jaw-dropping houses. It's a millionaire's playground by the Mediterranean.
Back on the beach.
When a British businessman and his Israeli wife wanted to build their dream family home, they searched for a plot in this exclusive neighborhood. I think this is it, P.
It's a surprise to find this huge, intriguing-looking house tucked away in a suburban plot. Beyond the giant white facade with its sculpted screens is a sleek and spacious family home designed to embrace the outdoors.
Should we have a look inside?
Well, gate's open.
This is like a gangplank onto a 1930s liner.
It is, isn't it? And it's so lush, it's so verdant.
Look at the planting. It's quite tropical, isn't it?
Ossie, who's the owner of this house, has invited us in.
It's immediately obvious that no expense has been spared in this palatial family home. Ossie and her husband Steve have created generous living spaces which are warm and welcoming. Throughout the ground floor, choreographed light and reflective pools create a calm connection with the outside world.
Let me show you the area that we actually live. We're actually spending most of our time here outside because it's a hot country, you know. We all live here with our friends and families, and everyone come in and out whenever they want. It's really like a home.
This is a huge house with 800 square meters of floor space and is set over 3 levels. In the basement, there are 3 large ensuite bedrooms, a cinema and a bar area. Upstairs, there's a main bedroom and dressing room and 3 further bedrooms. The ground floor is open plan with a generous kitchen, a dining room and 2 sitting areas, which all open onto the garden.
P.
Hello.
She's gone to make me a cup of coffee, but she was just telling me how they live pretty much almost entirely outside because the climate's so good. She says that all of this opens up.
It does. I mean, it's hard to know where the inside ends and the outside begins, but all of these pull back. And this does change the character of the house completely.
Pretty staircase.
Wow, it's so different downstairs. And it's so dark, so textured.
The moonscape wall changes the tone from the airy upper floors and draws you in. The subdued lighting and dark furnishings are in stark contrast to the rest of the house.
This is the sort of room that most blokes would fantasize about.
I'm guessing this is the master bedroom. This is one seriously glamorous boudoir. Massive bath. Lady in a hurry.
I want to ask the architect Pitsou Kedem how they began this project.
Well, when you design private houses, it's all about drawing portrait of your client. Steve lives in London, and when I asked him, what you're doing for a living, he said, I'm a sitter. I like to sit.
What did Ossie ask you for?
Well, she said, you know, let's have fun. And then she brought all the color. I mean, in a way, I think she brought the courage to the house.
Ossie's attention to detail has created a lavish finish. The use of rich texture and vibrant materials are not the stark minimalist language you'd expect within a modernist shell. But here, the aesthetic brings life and warmth to the interiors.
Great architecture often looks effortless, but creating a home like this is never easy. It took 4 years to design and build. There's surprisingly little obvious structure supporting the weight of the floors above, and the design team have worked hard to keep the structure to an absolute minimum. There's a real integration of architecture and engineering in this house. There are columns sunk into extra deep foundations which then support a network of beams which are cleverly hidden in the floors and interior walls. A lot of effort has gone into making J House feel light and airy.
Oh yeah, no, this is a lovely spot.
This is the place when you want to chill out, to relax, which we come here, and I'll show you the right way of doing it. So you sit down, put your coffee away.
Okay.
Your legs up.
Yes.
Just close your eyes for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Listen to the water and the birds.
Ossie, it's fantastic. When I open my eyes, I think I've got one of the best views in the whole house. I've got the foliage of the tree and the bright blue of the sky, and then that splash of evening sunlight on the wall with just the dancing shadows of the leaves. It's a wonderful place to sit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite part. It's so casual, easy. It makes you relax and open your heart.
I'm never getting up from here.
Me neither.
So comfortable.
I told you to bring a bottle of wine, yeah?
If I had a glass of wine, I probably would never leave. It's just heaven.
After 4 years of meticulous planning, building and plenty of passion, Ossie and Steve finally have the house they dreamed of. Now they can sit back and enjoy it.